All right, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. It's your good friend Pozzible here, and I'm joined by Joe.
Hello.
And Bucky.
Hello.
As we begin to discuss the next batch of movies that's coming out this weekend, June 27th, 2014. You know, this is it. The halfway point is here. How has this year been for you, Bucky?
As far as movies?
Yes.
As far as the summer goes, nothing too spectacular. At least not yet. But
Good. Anything really bad?
nothing I gave an F on or anything. But
What was your favorite one so far? And yeah, let's talk about the whole year now. The best movie
I don't
this
have my
year.
computer in front of me, so nothing.
Nothing jumps out at you?
Right, exactly.
Okay. Now, Joe, you've only seen one movie this year.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
Yeah. You've only seen Captain America.
Right.
Yeah, and you know that is by far still one of the best movies of the year, I think.
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yes, thank you.
I enjoyed that one.
That was really good. They did a really good job with that one. But that's the past. Let's look to the future of what's coming out next week. How about we start with Begin Again? Only, how about we don't? Basically, Keira Knightley is a struggling singer-songwriter who breaks up with her boyfriend who has a Devil Wears Prada moment. You know, he gets in with the big crowd, and because he's in with the big crowd now, he has no time for her. So she gets dumped. She mates up with Mark Ruffalo, and he is a down-on-his-luck song producer who takes her under his wing, and they live happily ever after with singing. What do you think, Buck?
Normally, I like Keira Knightley in movies. I think she's a terrific actress. In fact, one of my favorite movies was one and one of my favorite movies I've seen her in was not one that was very popular with critics. Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
Yeah, that one you kind of left
I like the plot line of that movie. Her acting was terrific in it, and she looked adorable with her haircut and whatnot. But this, I never even heard of it. I'm guessing it's an independent flick. From the plot line, it doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah, we read out the plot line. It is kind of a long-winded plot line, and it's something we've heard too much before, and it just is, and you know, it's probably going to be a musical, which I hear is the biggest turnoff for you.
No, not that I don't like musicals. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, I don't know. I mean, can you picture Keira Knightley in a musical?
I actually can. I think I've heard her singing once, but don't quote me on that.
I don't know. For some reason, it's like, even from the poster, I don't get the musical vibe from it. But the thing is, I'm sure there is going to be singing. It's like Pitch Perfect. I'm sure there's going to be singing.
Right.
But, like I said, there's just nothing really appealing about this movie except Keira Knightley.
Joe, your opinion?
I don't know. I like Keira Knightley. I've only ever seen Mark Ruffalo in Avengers.
Yeah. But
I really kind of like digging him. He did really good in the Avengers. I loved watching him. I actually liked him, like his portrayal of Banner better than Ed Norton. He started to grow on me, basically. So I would actually give this movie a shot just because of Keira Knightley and Mark Ruffalo.
You like the actors?
But more for Mark Ruffalo than Keira Knightley. I've seen her in a bunch of movies. Whereas I've only seen him in one. I really want to see him in something other than a superhero movie.
Right. You know, ultimately, I gotta be honest though, I give this one a pass. I just can't see this one coming together very well. And I don't know. I'm trying to really... I can't look at this poster or get the idea that this is not going to be just another love story between him and her, which, considering the age difference at this point, seems kind of creepy. So,
not really. I mean, does age really factor in? I mean...
It can.
But only because social convention dictates it. But
no, but...
That's kind of an issue I've been having with people on the internet lately. Yeah. It's like, if you meet the right person, age shouldn't matter.
But there's just something about this that just rubs me the wrong way, ultimately. That's what I got to say about this. All right, moving right along to the next one. Transformers. Oh, it's in Spanish. Okay.
Transformo.
That's Age of Extinction because I can now read Spanish. Luckily, the pictures weren't still in English.
So they're more than meets the ojo?
Yeah, something like that.
That's I in Spanish.
Okay, Michael Bay is bringing out the fourth one, and you know what? This one is going to be the greatest irony of them all, because I have a strange feeling that this is going to be the one Transformers I really like, but this is going to be the one Transformers that doesn't do well. You know, that's my feeling.
It doesn't
towards
have
this
a really good track record. I mean, Dark of the Moon I thought was pretty good. The first one was good. The second one I didn't like. You know,
right. Well, the second one was just a big jumbled mess. With had no
very
plot.
disappointing.
Yes.
With Devastator, I'm a huge Devastator fan. Growing up with the toys as a kid. So when Devastator made his appearance on film, I was very let down.
Oh yeah.
Then we jumped to the third one, Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon I actually liked. It's the first Transformers I actually bought on Blu-ray. I thought it was pretty good, so I got high expectations for this one.
Yes.
My biggest thing with this, I want to see the Dinobots. I was a huge Dinobot fan.
Right.
As a kid.
Yes.
I had the Sludge Brontosaurus. I always loved Grimlock.
Well, and you know that's going to be the biggest thing. It's the Dinobots. Of course, that's what this movie is about. I mean, this one, easy plot. Dinobots are raiding the Earth, and they're going to destroy all humanity. You know, it's the age of extinction. We have gotten rid of Shia LaBeouf. We have gotten rid of the family and the whole drama/comedy that they tried to unsuccessfully produce. And now we have a new family that we can focus on. And so far, so good, I have to admit. Now, Bucky, you gave up after the second one.
Yes, I did. I don't like Michael Bay's style.
Slow motion explosions, little plot.
Explosions, little plot.
Eye candy girls.
See, that's it. She's not eye candy.
Which one?
The one that's all sweaty in the truck in the trailer, and it's just, I don't know. She looks kind of gross in my opinion, but
I don't know. I think she's gonna make a much better job than Megan Fox, but that ain't saying much. You know.
I don't know. I just don't like Michael Bay's style. It's like he's one of two directors I've pretty much given up on. 3 directors I've given up on.
4 directors you've given up on. No, I understand. Believe me. And you know what? This is something that's all on him. The one thing I hope is that this seems to have a darker tone. I think they brought this one back to earth better. You know, for me, the last 2 were completely out of whack and just all wrong. You know, even Age of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon. This is Age of Extinction, Dark Side of the Moon. It's
Dark of the Moon.
Just that, I mean, he throws in too many other things that really shouldn't be there and just annoy you ultimately. You know?
At least he got rid of those weird robots.
Well,
remember from part 2?
Yes.
I didn't like them.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people like them.
They're the biggest complaint.
They're on an island somewhere with Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. See, all the past Transformers, the first 3, all lean towards comedy and action. This one, I feel, is going to have a darker tone, so this one gets to see it from me. I think he's finally going to get it right. Knock on wood. Michael Bay, you better not disappoint me on this one. Joe, what do you think? Is it a see it? Or what do you?
I'm definitely. I mean, I may not see it in theaters, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up, like when it comes out on Blu-ray,
right?
To add to my collection because I have all the Transformers, even if I didn't like them. Mm-hmm. And I definitely want to add this one to my collection. Like I said, a huge Dinobot fan. I hope they. I know they're not going to get 100% right. I just hope Michael Bay doesn't completely screw up the Dinobots.
Right. One thing I will have to say with Joe here is that Joe, I will say this: I don't think the Dinobots are going to speak. I know you have the line where you're Optimus Prime asked
me Grimlock.
Yes.
Except when he got a new brain in the series, then he was Grimlock.
Grimlock. All right, next up. This one is kind of a controversial one to put in. We only like to do wide releases because the one thing I don't want to do is a preview of a movie that you're probably not going to see in theaters and probably going to forget about. But this one might come in theaters. It might not. It, of course, is Snowpiercer. Okay, with Chris Evans, he's in the middle, believe it or not. Kind of roughed up from his Captain America days.
Yeah, he definitely went the other way.
This is one I really wanted us to talk about. Okay, this is one of the reasons why we're doing the next batch right now, is because Snowpiercer is another example of the let's take everything the same about certain stories, but let's just make one minor change and we'll call it our own movie, okay? Snowpiercer is another dystopia future. If you haven't had enough of those, here's another one for you. It's about and try to understand this logically, okay, and see if it can really make sense. Apparently, humanity, it's the new Ice Age, okay? But luckily for us, we've got this train that I think goes around the world or loops around or something like that. And this train is on an infinite engine that'll just keep going and going and going the whole time. But guess what's happened? Oh no, we have the 1% and we have the rest of the people separated. You got the haves and the have-nots, and now the haves are in the front, the have-nots are in the back. They live a very poor, rough existence. The people up front live a very rich and beautiful, artistic existence, I guess I'll say. But now it's time for the revolt, and Chris Evans' character's been waiting 18 years for this. But when I first saw this, I pretty much went crazy at the idea that they would take this whole idea of the dystopia future with the haves and the have-nots and the battle between the classes, and now we stick them on a train, and we're supposed to believe it's different, or even better, or whatever. But it kind of drives me nuts, these kind of movies. Bucky, you saw the trailer. What was your impression of it?
Nothing about the trailer really impressed me. I'll be surprised if this gets a wide release. On a positive note, it is nice to see at least a little bit of diversity in cast. Hey, look, there's the Asian!
Yes!
But other than that, I'm probably not going to see it. There's nothing really jumping out at me to see it.
Do you have anything jumped out at you?
Not really.
Sorry. I just jumped out at him, so.
I like Chris Evans. If I did see this, I would see it solely for him. Again, he's one that I saw. Fantastic Four, Captain America. I'd like to see him in something other than a superhero movie.
Right. He is basically, and this has a superhero element to it. There's also those moments where it kind of reminds me of Push. Chris Evans is definitely into the sci-fi and everything. But yeah, there's just something about, I guess what gets me the most about it, it's a cliche on a train is what we got here, And there's just sometimes where it's like, guys, you got to try a little bit harder. Now, this is something I will admit.
If the train goes beneath 50 miles an hour, it will explode. There we go. Here at Hollywood, do something different.
What if they put snakes on it?
Snakes on a Train?
Yeah.
There was a direct-to-video movie called Snakes on a Train.
Yes, there was. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I get that they're trying to make their movie. How they got this movie, I'll never know. But I don't think this is a Hollywood movie, believe it or not. I think this is an indie, and I think this is something that was made in the Orient. I don't think it was made in America initially. Something the original.
Is it a bullet train?
Probably.
They have them in the Orient.
Yeah. So,
like I said, it's like I hope this movie does well because I want to support people that make independent movies. However, unfortunately, I am not going to be one of the people watching this.
Exactly. All right, guys, that's it for us for now. We'll see you at the theaters. Take it easy.
Be safe here.